That's Mr. Nick Ball. How are you?
I'm all good, Dev. How are you?
I'm all right, mate. You returned to action last week. Another big stoppage, first round. Have you found a spare minute to watch it back?
Yeah, I've watched it back. It keeps popping up on my phone, so it's only quick as well, innit? So I've been watching it back. It's good.
Happy with your performance
that
night?
Yeah, made up with it, yeah.
You lit up York Hall. That was sort of... I don't think you'd boxed there before, had you, at York Hall?
No, never.
What did you think of it?
Good. It's good. Good atmosphere, innit? Everyone feels like it's on top here because it's only small, innit? But yeah, it was good. While it lasted.
You're every time I speak to you, people throw names at you. They say, "Oh, do you want to fight Warrington? Do you want to fight Kiko Martinez? Do you want to fight Leigh Wood?" And it's just always, yeah. So just to confirm, you're happy to fight anyone? Yeah?
All of them, yeah. That's the one, innit?
You feeling ready? You feeling at this stage in your career? You know, you got that WBC silver title. Everything seems to be going well. You seem to be on the rise. Do you feel like these fights are coming soon for you?
Yeah, definitely. I can feel them coming soon. They've got to, haven't they? They're the ones out there and that in that direction, the top, and that's where we're coming. So yeah.
Well, look, we've got to bring you a bit of news in that Conor Parker has unfortunately had to pull out of his fight with Ethan James, who's been taken unwell. There is a late replacement. His name is Keenan Cartwright, who is coming in. Keenan Wainwright, sorry, he's coming in, late replacement. He'll be fighting Ethan James. And Nick, you know all about late changes in a fight week. You were preparing for one guy, another guy comes in. What must Ethan James be going through?
I don't really know because I don't know him as a person, but it's on you as a person and how your mind is. It's all in the mind. You've got to be focused on yourself is the main thing, and whoever the opponent is doesn't really matter. You're focused on yourself and being the best you can be, and whoever's in there, take them out.
You with what happened with you last week, so it was a late change of opponent, and he missed his connecting flight, I believe, so the weigh-in actually happened in the evening rather than at like 2 o'clock on the scales. Yeah. So you had to hold your weight for a little while because you had to weigh in at the same time. How was that for you?
It was hard, to be honest, but it's just another test, isn't it? What boxing throws at you, and again, it's you've got to have a strong mindset to do that, and I feel like I didn't, and handled it like a proper professional, and yeah, it's all good. It's not necessary, but it's good because it prepares you for certain things, what's going to happen in boxing and in life, and yeah, so it's a good experience.
I guess it's good that it's happened now on like a York Hall show rather than, well, so if it ever happens in a world title fight, you're ready.
Yeah, you've done it before, so you're used to it, but yeah.
So your man, Brad Strand, is on this show as well.
Yeah.
He's in the super bantamweight division along with Liam Davis. You're with him every day.
Yeah.
How's he getting on? How is he as a fighter?
Unbelievable, you know. Yeah, I can't wait for him to have that moment, what I had, you know, with that big fight, that breakout thing, because he's ready. But like obviously the world hasn't seen it, and no one really knows in boxing. You're obviously having your fights and you're coming up, but it takes that little opportunity, doesn't it? That big fight to have it. So I can't wait for that for him. But I'm looking forward to Saturday night because he's been the best I've ever seen him in the gym, Brad. Like,
have you been sparring him?
The best looking.
Did you say he's the best looking guy in the gym? Is that what you said? Is that what you said, Nick? Did you concede that to Brad Strand?
You can have that,
Andrew Kane will have something to say about that as well, mate. Yeah. But he's looking good though.
Yeah, he's looking the best. He's looking I've ever seen him. Yeah, to be honest. But what did you say?
I mean, he's knocking on the door, right? He's 8-0 himself.
Yeah.
Liam Davis is 12-0.
Yeah.
There's a bit of an amateur history between them as well. It feels like before long, he will suddenly get his breakout fight. In the same way you were flying under the radar, suddenly got an opportunity, and boom. And it feels like maybe the same will be happening for Brad Strand before long.
It just happens like that, and you've got to be ready, and he is ready because he's in the gym every day with us training, and you've got to be patient and keep putting the work in, and then it does come to you. You've just got to be patient with it, and then you're away then, aren't you?
What are you expecting from our main event on Saturday night? It's Liam Davis, a guy that you know, that Brad Strand knows, and Jonut Baluta, who you said to me off camera, God, he's a bit of a nutcase this summer, isn't he?
He looks it, doesn't he? I've seen a few videos of him. He's off his head, him. Doesn't care, does he? He's always laughing as well. So yeah, I'm looking forward to it. It'll be a good fight, won't it? Be exciting and interesting, to be honest, but I haven't seen much of both of them, but yeah, it'll be good.
Liam Davis obviously is like the hometown hero. Telford is where we are. It's his town. He's done about 1,000 tickets. And Baluta, I can't imagine he sold many tickets to his sort of fans. But he's going into away turf. What do you think that does to a fighter?
Depends on the fighter, but I think with him, he doesn't care. He doesn't care. He's got that like body language about him, and in a way, it's a good feeling. In a way, I'd like it myself, going in and taking something, what you know you deserve and things like that. So yeah, he's obviously he's ready for it, isn't he? And so be good.
Would you prefer that? Say like, because I know you've talked about Anfield. That's probably the ultimate dream, right?
Yeah.
In front of all your own fans, etc. But is there something in going into, I don't know, Leigh Wood at Nottingham Forest?
Yeah.
Everyone booing you, everyone saying you're going to lose, calling your names. Will that stick something in you?
Yeah, that's it's a hard one, that, whether to choose the own one or that one. But I reckon the away one's a better feeling in my eyes as a person. Yeah, going and taking it, what you know you can and you will do, and leaving everyone speechless.
Well, look, you kind of did that at Wembley Stadium, right? Isaac Lowe was, he still is Tyson Fury's friend. He was on his undercard. He's been on all of his undercards, really. And you went over there and just sort of upset everything. Yeah,
that was another amazing feeling as well, because I felt like I was the underdog in there. No one knew about me, which they never. And then let out what I've been knowing I can do for years, and then now everyone knows, and it's only going to get better.
Tell me about this Anthony Yard. He's got a fight on Saturday. He's taking on Stephanie Koikov. Generally, it's deemed to be a bit of a keep busy fight, a tick-over fight, before he fights Artur Beterbiev next year.
Yeah.
It feels like it's kind of a difficult task to manage, because you've got that guy waiting for you who's like the beast, but you've still got to get around this guy first. How do you think he's going to approach it?
Yeah, what you said there, I don't really believe in warm-up fights and take-over fights. You've got to take every fight serious, because it is serious. It's not your record on the line. It's your life. Your life's on the line every time you get in the ropes. So you've got to be serious, and if you overlook anyone, that's on you, and underestimate anyone. So I feel like he's been in the game long enough, and he's an experienced fighter, so he should know that and then not underestimate him.
Yeah.
He's got a job to do Saturday night. Get that out of the way first, and then he can focus on the other guy afterwards.
Yeah, and look, he's saying all the right things. Exactly the sort of thing you said there, in that all he's thinking about right now is Stephanie Koikov. Despite all the journalists, all the media are asking him about Beterbiev, he's like, Beterbiev who?
Yeah, that's good then. Yeah, he's got the right mind then if he's thinking like that. So, yeah.
So what's next for you? When do you think we're going to see Nick Ball out again? Has there been any chat?
Hopefully next week. I would if it was my choice, but probably next year now. Have a rest and get back to it next year, early next year, hopefully.
And this Anfield dream, do you think you can turn it into a reality one day?
Yeah, hopefully. Got Frank's the man for that, isn't he?
100%.
So yeah, I'm ready for that. Just I'll deliver, and then Frank needs to deliver, then I'll deliver there. Yeah.
Well, look, think of it this way: Frank was the man who delivered for Josh Warrington. It was Josh Warrington who came to him with a bit of an Elland Road dream. Yeah. A couple of fights later, he did it. So you never know.
Well, I'll go there first, and then in Anfield, innit? Go there and take it, then defend in Anfield. I'm up for anything.
That could be the one. There's Nottingham Forest as well. Everyone's got like football teams. Everyone's got football grounds they can go to.
The football team, like, they probably get behind you, don't they? In the city, wherever you're from. So that's good as well. Yeah. How's
the vibe in the gym? Obviously, there's yourself, Brad Strand, Andrew Kane, who's a little bit out of action at the moment, but we're expecting him back next year. Got the McGrails as well. It must be quite the vibe.
It's good, and we've got a Bomber. He's fighting tonight.
Big Bomber Brown. Tell me about him.
He's fighting tonight on the the dinner show.
Yeah,
he's on that. So I'm looking forward to that. It's not live on nothing or not on nothing. So we'll just have to wait for the call. But yeah, he's looking a dangerous Bomber, as we all are.
You are a very dangerous gym, aren't you?
Yeah.
I've seen the photos. It just eye the tiger, right?
Yeah.
You've all just sort of got that in you.
That's it. What Paul does with us and Hans of a day, we just turn up at the gym of a day and do what we've got to do, but what we're doing is working, innit? So.
Well, actually, Nick, there was a couple of things. We're going to show you your knockout from the other night. Obviously, you've watched it 100 times already, but I just want you to talk me through what you did to this fella. I think that's the first knockdown.
That shot there, we done that literally 10 minutes before in the changing rooms.
Oh really?
On the pads, yeah. And that one, that was next.
Ooh.
Everything I done in the fight, we done in the changing rooms on the pads.
Was it a little bit easier than you expected? Was it as you expected? Were you expecting a long, hard fight from this guy?
Yeah, I always go in there expecting a war and loads of back and forth like that. But to be honest with you, I'd be lying if I said I was going to get him out of there in the first round. But in the changing rooms on the pads, I felt I'm punching hard here, so if I catch him, there's no way it's going the distance. So.
And there's no way it did.
And no way it did, no.
I think the official weigh-in will start very shortly, but if I've got a bit of time beforehand, remember we did a little quiz trying to figure out what should we give the nickname of Nick Ball, and we landed on the Wrecking Ball.
Yeah.
And you were happy with that, just to confirm, like you were.
Yeah, I was happy.
Yeah. But loads of them came in, and I want to just show you some of them because some of them were just hilarious, so good, and I want you to just rate them out of 10.
Yeah.
if you're happy doing that. So, give me your opinion on Nick the Cannon Ball.
That's a good one, innit?
Give it out of 10. What do you reckon?
Give that an 8, mate.
8 for Cannonball.
Give that an 8.
That came from Etalast House of Boxing. We had I love this one. This came from Del G, the famous Twitter prankster. He wanted to call you Nick More Than Caper Ball.
You've got to laugh at that one, like. 5.
5. Oh, Del G, look, that's a 10 from me. Just a 5 from Nick. Probably why he went with mine, to be honest, mate.
Yeah.
Nick Batan Ball.
Ball?
Yeah, does that do anything for you?
No.
No, sorry to 2 Foot Shaft, who came in with that one. Plenty of good ones here. So we've already had Cannon.
There was actually one on there, I think, what I had years ago when I used to do Thai boxing.
Oh yeah, go on.
Thunderball.
Thunderball.
I had that when I used to do Thai boxing as a kid. So that was a good one. I'll give that a 10.
You give that a 10? It's not better than Wrecking Ball though, is it?
No, it's not better than the Wrecking Ball. No.
There was a few in it, like Glitter Ball, like you wouldn't want that,
Glitter
would you?
Ball, no.
Probably
Can't
not.
be having that.
Deck Taylor came in with Nick Perfectly Weighted Through Ball.
He's thought about that one, hasn't he?
I think, so out of 10 for Deck Taylor, what do you reckon?
What was it again?
Perfectly Weighted Through Ball, like a...
It's getting it for him.
4, sorry Deck, but do an interview with him at some point. He's lovely bloke, Deck Taylor. Kev Quigley, Daily Mail photographer, he came with Nick the Raging Ball. Something to that, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah?
I thought about that, the Raging Ball.
Did you really?
Yeah, under the 8th.
He also had Nick the Disco Ball.
No, let himself down there.
Yeah. Sorry, Kev. But I think that'll do us in terms of nicknames. But you're happy with Wrecking Ball, right?
Yeah, Wrecking's the 10 out of 10.
You're going to put it on your shorts or anything like that? Because you're quite sponsored up at the moment.
That'll look good though, Wrecking. Or Wrecking on the back.
So.
Yeah.
I think so.
Defo.
You just don't start going the distance and stuff though, because it was...
No. You have to take it off.
Here's the Wrecking Ball. It's just gone 10 rounds. It's a bit boring, mate.
Yeah, not laugh.
But tell me, are you going to start coming out to Miley Cyrus?
Never. Unless she's walking me out.
Hey, Miley, do you want to give a message down the camera to Miley, just in case she's watching? Probably not.
No.
No, probably not. Listen, we are about to start the weigh-in here. We can see plenty of fighters around. I can see Ethan James in the distance there. I'll tell you what, this Conor Parker fight, it's been scheduled so many times and it's fallen out of bed so many times. We wish Conor Parker well. He's been taken unwell at the moment. But difficult time for Ethan James, having to suddenly switch up to a new opponent.
Yeah, not half. It's hard. Like, but you not know what you're getting, but you've got to stay focused and focused on yourself and just get in and be you, innit? That's the thing.
Yeah, I can see Stephanie Koikov out the corner of my eyes come in with a big strong team as well. He did something at the face-off yesterday with Anthony Yard. When they faced off, he put his hand on his chest to kind of check his heart rate, and Anthony Yard just sort of like, it was quite cool.
I seen that. I don't know whether you tweeted it or someone put it out there. And the Yard just stood there and just didn't say nothing, didn't do nothing, and thought it was quite cool from him. It was decent. Yeah, I liked it. Yeah.
Well, we are about to start the official weigh-in here. We will hand over to Thomas Treiber very shortly. We are being told to wrap up. But Nick, tell me this, right? You have a face-off with someone. They plant a hand on your chest. What happens?
If they put a hand on my chest?
Yeah.
I don't really know, you know.
Yeah, because that's what happened with you.
Yeah, I don't really know until it happens.
Yeah.
But when someone starts to touch the belt, they're getting.
Yeah, because
they're getting pushed.
Your man last week was he went for the belt, didn't he?
Yeah, they're getting pushed out the way.
Oh,
Don't
mate.
touch what you can't have in it, Dev.
There you go. Can't touch what you can't have.